Very little emotion this morning from the man who was found guilty of killing a woman inside her Davie home back in 2014. Today's guilty verdict in the retrial of Dayonte Resiles came after days of deliberation and months after his initial trial.
The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree.
After 4 days of deliberation, a jury found Dayonte Resiles guilty of the murder of Jill Halliburton Sue.
It has been a grueling experience, and I appreciate the efforts of the jury.
Prosecutor Maria Schneider describes her emotions after the verdict.
Relieved, happy for the Sue family. They finally have some closure. And so gratified to know that justice was done.
Prosecutors say back in 2014, Resiles broke into Sue's home in a burglary attempt and killed her when she found him. Sue's son found her body stabbed and bound in the bathtub. Prosecutors say DNA evidence proved Resiles was the murderer. In 2016, he made headlines after escaping from the Broward County Courthouse. It took nearly a week-long manhunt before he was back in custody. This isn't the first time Resiles was tried in this case. A judge declared a mistrial at the end of last year when the jury delivered a manslaughter verdict, but then the jury forewoman went back and said she didn't agree with it.
No one had ever had that kind of an experience, so that was as shocking as it comes. And I appreciated the juror's courage in not being pushed into something that she did not feel was true and right.
We caught up with the defense attorney for Resiles as he walked out of the courtroom.
We're obviously disappointed, but now we have to move on and prepare for the penalty phase of the trial.
He could potentially face the death penalty.
There's nothing that's going to bring back Mrs. Sue. There's nothing that's going to make up for the loss of, a wonderful woman. But they're so happy to know that they put their faith on the legal process and that in the end, it worked out.
Halliburton Sue's husband and son were not in the courtroom for the verdict today. There's no exact timeline yet on when the penalty phase of the trial is set to begin. That is where they determined Resiles' sentence.